You are watching Soleful Discussions.
All right, so hi, how are you ladies doing today?
Good.
All right. How did we meet today?
Just walking.
Just walking along.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I approached you guys about doing an interview for my YouTube. What are we talking about today?
Reflexology.
Reflexology, absolutely. So I told you a little bit about how stress impacts your feet, how your feet can impact your mind.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this: when you think about somebody saying actively thinking about your feet, what does that mean to you?
I don't even know.
Just whatever comes to mind. Try to put it together. So being active, right?
Yeah. Walking,
Okay, and then
running.
Stuff like
thinking
that.
about your feet. So what do you think that would mean? Like if you put that all together.
Thinking.
Hmm?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
So here, I'm gonna give you some information that maybe it'll make a little bit more sense. So think about it like
Okay.
this, right? A lot of times, like we go around, we carry all this stress, like our weight, everything, right? What's our foundation?
Feet.
Our feet, right?
Yeah.
So all that stuff gets pushed down to that area, right?
Yeah.
So what would you think the importance would be of like making sure that you like thinking about like your feet in like a certain way? Like what do you think it should be?
Like-
Should it be like maybe taking care of them?
Yeah.
Like, if you feel like pain or
Self-care.
something, yeah, so things like that, right? So let me ask you this: have you ever thought about that before today? Like, has it ever crossed your mind, like, man, like,
Not really.
Not
Probably
really.
like a little, but not
a little
yet.
bit?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you mean when you say a little?
If you're like on your feet for the whole day
Yeah.
and your feet are tired,
Absolutely.
you want to like take care of them.
Absolutely. Because a lot of people have jobs where they like stand the entire day, right?
Yeah.
Where it's like if you don't have a desk job, you're probably
Yeah.
pretty much like moving around,
Yeah.
fast motion. So some of the things I like to talk about is like the importance of like when we wear shoes, right?
Yeah.
A lot of times we pick shoes and we go based on like the universal like size code, right? So it's like if I wear a size 7, I wear a 7,
Yeah.
right?
Mhm.
But what about if your foot's a little wider?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What would the difference be then, right? So sometimes
Yeah.
you'll find shoes where they're a little bit more narrow and it's like, that's a 7,
Yeah.
my foot won't fit in there.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
is that?
That's true.
True.
So that's what I like to kind of go out and talk about a little bit, try to get
Mhm.
information, see how people feel about that. Do you think now that we kind of talked about it a little bit, you're going to go home and kind of like be a little bit more mindful of it? Or what do you think?
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So let me ask you this: in terms of like looking at this chart right here, because this is what we're gonna get into right now. So it's talking about like a toe alignment, right? So these toe alignments like are based on like a lot of times where we have our roots from, right?
Yeah.
So what do you think? First of all, your feet match to on that chart right there. And we're gonna kind of go into like a little. You guys don't mind putting your feet side by side, like just both feet down. Yeah, there you go.
Like
And then can you do yours just like she's doing hers, like
Yeah.
so we can kind of see. So I kind of know in my mind what it kind of looks like, but I want you guys to try to figure out for yourself. What do you think?
Yours is like
Okay.
I don't even know.
that one.
Oh gosh, really?
Well, no. Maybe like that one.
I feel like it's.
Okay.
I feel like it's like
boom.
that one because my
Like that
my
one.
middle toe is
That
the
one
same
is,
height.
Okay. It
Yours.
could also be the Roman, because I think
Yeah, that one kind of too.
that third toe is
Oh,
almost kind of
yeah.
the same size, and then you have a droppage down to the last two toes. For you, it looks like you might have probably about the same one.
Oh,
Have you ever thought about that before? You
No.
guys have
No.
any family that's like from like Italy or anything like that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she does.
There you go. There you go. I always find when I ask people that, they're like, yeah, I actually do have family.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So let me have you ladies put your feet out straight like this.
Okay.
Like straight so we can see the soles, and then just kind of flex your toes up. And if you could turn like a little
Procrastinate.
more this way. There you go. So let me ask you this. In terms of when it comes to your soles, do you have an arch? You don't have an arch? Slight arch? What do you think?
I think. Yeah.
Yeah, a slight arch.
Okay.
I think one's more arch than the other.
Really?
I think
Okay.
so.
Okay.
So here's what I would tell you. What do you feel like your arches do for you? Like how do they impact like how you walk and things like that? The type of shoes you wear. What do you think?
I don't know. It's like
I guess I don't walk as like flat-footed
Yeah.
or like.
Most women who like wear heels, right, tend to find like when they have like an arch, it's a lot easier to walk in heels because it's already
That's
your
true.
foot's already arched.
Oh.
Whereas
Yeah.
somebody who might be a little bit more flat-footed, now
That would
your
hurt,
feet have to
yeah.
kind of make that bend, and it's a little bit harder. So
That's true.
yeah, absolutely. So like those are things that like try to get this information as much as you can.
Yeah.
So have you guys ever heard of a medical pedicure before? Has that ever come across in your mind?
I
no.
don't think so. No.
All right, so it's going to see a podiatrist.
Oh yeah.
specialist of the foot, what they do is they take a look at your feet, they make sure your toenails grow correctly, your toe alignment's right. They check your feet for like dead skin, fungus, do all the work there with like medical grade equipment, right? It's actually like clean as possible pedicure you can get. So one of the things that you can do there, like a lot of times when people have like their feet are like arched or they're not arched enough, you can go get specialized inserts that fit just your feet. It's like a mold that they make just to fit your foot. What would your thoughts be on seeing something like that would give you like insight to like what's happening with your feet? What would you think?
That'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Helpful.
I feel like that would be helpful for like
where
for work. Yeah.
Absolutely, man. 'Cause especially if you walk around with them,
Yeah.
like, trust me, you cannot like underestimate how much tension sometimes you can carry in your body just with your feet.
Yeah.
That just happen through that. So,
Sure.
absolutely. Let's turn to the next page if you can. And so the next page we should be talking about earthing and grounding. Have you guys ever heard of that before?
No, I don't think so.
So it's going barefoot. You're kind of doing it a little bit right now.
Yeah.
You're barefoot in grass. Right?
Yeah.
So you can do this in sand, you can do it in dirt. But basically what it is connecting to the earth, right? So believe it or not, there's like healing properties that are in the earth, right?
Yeah.
And so basically a lot of people, I interviewed a lady like maybe about 2 or 3 weeks ago who said she messed up her back. She did something to her back. And she said she didn't like have the money to go to physical therapy or anything like that. So she said all she did for like 3 or 4 months was just go out and like ground, like stand in grass. And like she literally said like the healing properties just helped her feel like a lot better after a while. So like just different things that you can do like with something that doesn't cost you any money.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can also like reduce stress. So like had a long day at work,
Yeah.
go on stand in some grass. And what you do is it's not just standing there. So a lot of people think, I'm just standing there. No, it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
what you try to do is you focus on what you're feeling. So like I feel the soft grass, I feel the cool breeze, right? What do you hear? I hear birds chirping or whatever like that. What are you seeing at the moment? Like you got a tree in front of you. I'm looking at the tree with all these like wonderful leaves and stuff. What it does is help like create like a reset button for you. So you might have been stressed before, but now you're not going to focus so much on that. You're focusing more on like what's happening in the moment. So what are your thoughts about that?
It's interesting. I've never thought about that until now.
Yeah.
Like actually connecting with the earth.
Yeah.
Makes a
Here
difference.
to heal. Yeah.
It makes a difference. I've heard people talk about tree hugging and things
Yeah.
like that. Just like the different things that you can gain from just like what Mother Nature has like left for us. Absolutely.
That's
Absolutely.
interesting.
So if you kind of keep turning through, like let's keep going. So talking about like foot massages, like we talked about reflexology, right? The benefits that it can have, right? So these are some of the things that like getting foot massages like can do for you, like in terms of promoting like these positive things for you. So I don't know, do you guys ever go get foot massages? Like a lot of times women just say that they get them when they go to get the pedicure. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
But-
no, honestly, no. We
So
don't
you
really
never
get
go out and just
pedicures.
look for it. That's what you're saying.
No, yeah.
No.
Okay. Absolutely. So like if you turn to the next page, now we're talking about when we get into like foot reflexology. So like these different areas right here are areas that you can actively like target. So like you have a headache, right? A lot of people deal with migraines, right? And a lot of times you just take a pill for it, you know, I'll feel better.
Yeah.
It's actually portions of your feet and your hands you can massage that alleviates the tension that you feel in those moments. So like you can basically get rid of it like by doing this, right?
Oh,
So it's something that's more holistic. It's not going to have an impact on your body down the road.
Yeah.
You know, because over time, constantly popping pills
Yeah, bad.
has an impact. Yeah, absolutely,
It's
absolutely.
interesting.
Cool.
Cool. So what are your thoughts about that? Like, what do you think?
That's interesting. I definitely try it out.
Yeah.
See if it
I know.
helps.
Yeah, I've never actively tried to do that,
No.
so.
Absolutely, absolutely. So usually when we get to this portion, we like to talk about sensitivity, right? You guys go get pedicures. You ever really sensitive, like when they do pumice stone or anything like that? Does it tend to like be a little ticklish for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ticklish for
What
sure.
do you do like when you're feeling like that? Do you kind of just sit there and deal with it? Like I'm in here
Yeah.
now, so I'm just gonna deal with it.
I honestly just try to get through it for the few seconds.
Okay, got it. So now I have a trick that I usually show like during this portion. Do you mind if we test it? I'm using a tool to do it, but I just want to kind of give you guys a trick so you can see how it works. Is that cool?
To you.
It's up to you. I always love the like looking like, what do you think? Like what's going on? It's a brush though. I'm just using a brush to like do it.
Wait, no, that's alright.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Okay. I can
okay.
have you guys do it if you want to just like test it out. And I can
That's
just show you what
okay.
the trick is. No?
Yeah,
Okay.
no, that's
All
okay.
right, cool.
Thanks,
All right,
though.
so if I can, let me get you guys to put your feet back out straight. And so what I'm gonna have you do, we're gonna do a couple exercises. And this is to test like dexterity and flexibility in your feet. So put your feet out straight like this. All right. So what I want you to do first, I'll put both feet out
Oh.
straight. Yeah. So bend your toes, make a fist. Tell me if you feel pain or discomfort while you're doing that. Is it easy to do? Is it hard to do?
Kind of easy.
Yeah,
That's
easy.
Relax. Okay. Spread your toes. Tell me if you feel pain, discomfort, cramping. Get spread. You guys do yoga?
Mm.
No.
Not recently.
No, not recently at all.
We used to.
All right,
Used
so,
to.
Oh, okay, there you go.
Yeah.
So here, just go ahead and wiggle your toes for about 10 seconds. Tell me if you feel pain, discomfort, cramping, anything happening after you're doing it for a while. Does it feel pretty standard, pretty easy to do?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So these are some things you can do to help create more dexterity, flexibility in your feet. Another thing that you can do is in the mornings when you get up. So I'll give you guys this to try real quick. Tennis ball.
Oh.
Right? So what you do is you take your foot, you roll it across it, and what you try to do is get from front to back, and basically you feel a difference. So let me get you guys to try that out, and just tell me what you're feeling while you're trying it. Like, do you feel like it's like stretching or anything like that?
Yeah.
How's it feel?
Feels good.
Feels good?
Yeah.
Okay, try it on your right and tell me, because usually like we put more stress and like stuff on one side. Just tell me what you feel in the difference. Feel it less on this side or more?
More.
More?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you right-handed?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go. And try. So what are you feeling here? And where do you feel
Good.
it at the most?
Like right like there.
In your arch
Yeah.
area.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Where you probably do a lot of this, at, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So one of the things you can do, so a tennis ball is always something that's very useful. Also, if you want to take it to the next level, get a golf ball. Because like it's a little bit more solid, so like when you put that pressure on it, you kind of get into more deeper into those like tissues and all that stuff. So that's something you guys can do in the morning.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So
Cool.
let's wrap up the interview. In terms of my approach, when I came up to you two, I was like, hey, yeah, I'm doing an interview for my YouTube. How did you feel my approach was? Was it good? Was it bad? How did you feel about it?
I think it was good.
I think it was good
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very approachable.
Yeah. I agree.
In terms of the interview, right, start to finish, we kind of talked about the different things, gave you guys a lot of information. Did you feel like it all made sense? Did you learn anything new from the information? How did you feel about it?
Yeah, definitely learned new stuff.
Yeah, I think it all made sense. It's pretty
Yeah.
easy to understand.
Do you think this is information like you'll go share with like friends and family, like to like try to help them out?
Yeah.
Yeah, my
probably our
mom
older-
has foot
our
issues.
parents.
There you
Yeah,
go.
for
For
sure.
sure.
I was actually interviewing a girl, was it yesterday or the day before? I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before, but her grandfather was out walking with her and he was like wearing dress shoes. And I'm like,
Oh wow.
and he's like, he had to be at least like, I'm saying like 70s. Or
Yeah.
That is not the right type. But he was like, I'm trying to
No.
break these shoes in. I'm
Oh
like,
my gosh.
that's what you gotta do.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Absolutely. The last thing I always ask, something you guys can say to my channel that can be helpful from like a mental health standpoint. Maybe it's a life lesson you learned, some wise words you might share with you. Just anything you can say that could be helpful.
Just prioritize mental health.
Yeah.
Honestly, above anything. I feel like it's neglected a lot with like work and social life, but it's really important to prioritize it because it takes over your life. So
You won't even realize it, either, right?
No.
For a lot of people, it can be inhibiting, right?
yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah.
Good luck.
I agree, and I'd say definitely like setting healthy boundaries for yourself and those around you.
Absolutely. I love that. I love that. Well, thank you, ladies, so much.
Sure.
Definitely appreciate you guys stopping and doing this interview with me. All right, and we hope that you guys have a great week.
Thank you.
Thanks.